Hello everybody, it's Tech Neighborhood here, and today we're gonna check out the WWDC. So the WWDC is an Apple keynote that happens every year, and usually they announce some software stuff like their new iOS and macOS and stuff like that. So we're gonna check out them. First up is the iOS 12, which has renovated apps like the Apple Books app and News app and Stocks app, and all these things are now renovated. You can now use on the Apple CarPlay your own map app. So if you want to use Google Maps, you can now on CarPlay. Notifications are a big change. You can now block them when you sleep or anything. App limits, you can use the app limits to limit how much time on a specific app you can spend every day. And next up is Animoji and Memoji. Animoji, they added some emojis, new emojis like a ghost, a T-Rex, a koala, and I forgot. And something else which I don't remember. And Memojis, you can now make your own Animoji with Memojis. You can make it yourself, you can make it your funny self, you can make whatever you want. And lastly, FaceTime, which you can use to call up to 32 people in one single call. Next up is watchOS 5, the new Apple Watch software, which has competitions, and when you finish those competitions and you win them, you get some awards. You can compete with your friends, and whoever has the most activity gets the award. There are some new workout types. There's auto workout detection. There's a new feature called walkie-talkie, which you can use to talk between Apple Watches from Wi-Fi, either from Wi-Fi or cellular connection. There's better Siri Face. So the Siri Face was a new watch face which had every Apple and some other apps on. It's like a widget face. So now you can use whatever app you want on that Siri Face, and there's interactive notifications. You can pay with notifications, like they send you a notification and you can press to pay with Apple Pay instantly from your watch, from a notification. You don't have to open an app or anything. It's super helpful. Next up is WebKit on OS. Next up is WebKit on watchOS. So now you can see any web page you want made exactly for the Apple Watch. It's really cool. Next up, you can hear Apple Podcasts on your watch. Really cool. Love it. There's GymKit, which you can connect to some gym instruments or anything. Like you can connect your watch to a stationary bicycle, and it will count your activity, and it will measure how your heart rate is on the bike, not on the watch. So it's much better. Next up is the student ID card, which you can use to put your student ID card on your watch and use it whenever you want, wherever you are, and whatever card it is. No, basically not whatever card it is, because if you have a card outside of like 6 universities that they mentioned, then you're kind of screwed. So there's a new face, a new watch face. Do you remember that rainbow band that they made for the watch? Now you have a matching watch face. Really cool. So next up is Dolby Atmos on the Apple TV, support for 100 plus video channels, zero sign-on, so you don't have to put any codes or anything on the Apple TV to watch some programs. Location showing screensavers, so you can ask Siri to tell you where that screensaver was taken. Some new screensavers from the ISS, International Space Station, if you're not in that kind of things. And there's HomeKit support, so you can control everything on your house with just your Apple TV. And then there's the new OS X Mojave. The new OS X Mojave is really cool. There's some cool new features that I am excited to try. There's a dark mode, there's a dynamic desktop, which changes with the times of the day. So when it's morning, the wallpaper is morning. When it's night, the wallpaper is night. And there's desktop stacks, which you can use to categorize your desktop by kind, by file, and they mentioned a couple of things there. And there's watermarking. You can now apply some watermarks on your pictures. There's a quick look, so you can take just a quick glance on your photos, just like 3D Touch, where you press hard on the screen to see a bigger version of that photo. There's a new screenshot UI where you can edit your screenshots after you take them. There's a screen recording function, and there's a continuity camera function, which is really cool. I love it. If I had an iPhone, I would use it. You can use the camera on your phone to just capture photos like you were capturing it with a computer. So you can capture a photo with your iPhone and it instantly transfers to your MacBook or anything. And yeah, it's really cool. Next up, they added stocks, news, and audio recording functionalities and apps. So I will use the news app. The stocks and the audio recording don't really interest me, but okay. There's no comments and social buttons on Safari now, so because they might contain some trackers or anything. So that's really cool too. It's a security feature, okay. There's no fingerprinting on websites because websites might track you by your components of your computer or anything. So there's no that on Safari. There's support for external GPUs. Finally! I love external GPUs. Finally we have support for that from Apple. Really cool. Okay, so let's continue. There's Create ML and Core ML, which you can use to create your own AI assistant, or not assistant, basically whatever AI you want. This is just for developers. I just mention it. I won't really use it, and I believe most of you won't really use it too. And next up is integration of UIKit framework. This is the best thing ever. I love that you can use your iOS apps on your Mac. Really cool. Love that. So, and lastly, I took some notes that I want to mention. Basically, just one note, but okay. So Apple mentioned, and they were sure about what they were saying. They are not merging iOS with macOS. Everyone believed that. They are not doing that. So basically that was the cover of WWDC18. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, you know what to do. If you loved it, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.